welcome to another new episode of the Creator to Creator Talk Show. And my name is Darlene. And today on the show we have Mr. Benjamin Bunny, who is a visual artist and a 2D animator. And I believe he has a lot of information which he has or he needs to share with you. And yeah, let's get to it. Yes, Mr. Benjamin, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Are you comfortable? Are you feeling good today?
Yes.
Oh, nice. That's very good. So the audience would like to know who Mr. Mwesigwa Benjamin is.
Benjamin is a man on a journey. The destination is greatness. I want to be great. I'm living through art. I animate, I draw, I paint, do a little bit of sound, music. That's basically my whole life. Yeah.
So that's practically Benjamin.
Yeah.
That
Just
is it. All
day in, day out, just
summed
creating.
up like that.
Yeah, summed up. That's all that matters.
Yes, thank you. I hope within our chat, people will get to know you more by the time we get to the end of the show. I'm sure they will understand who Benjamin is.
Maybe.
Yes. So, Mr. Benjamin, tell us, what is 2D animation?
To me, 2D animation is bringing thoughts, imagine, like your imagination, how you see the world, to life, using flat images. Like it's an illusion a process of creating an illusion on like a flat surface, a two-dimensional surface. It's basically the purest art form, which involves a lot of multidisciplinary like types of art, kinds of art, because you have to have like background paintings that involves painting. Then there's drawing. That's the figures. Then there's the sound bit. So it's like bringing all those unique disciplines of art together to create something that's I don't know, says something.
That speaks more.
Yeah, speaks more. And I think it's better or best if all of that comes from one person. Usually it comes from different people do different parts of it, like the music, sound design. Different people do that, bring on something on that. Different animators, different styles. Then it's different. But to me, it's creating. Yeah.
So, do you have an example that you could give?
An example of 2D animation.
Yes. Because most people out there, they don't know what 2D animation is.
Okay. 2D animation is.
Give an example.
Okay. Example. There's anime. Lots of anime like Naruto, Boruto. There's Attack of the Titans. There's a lot. There's Tom and Jerry. That's the.
Oh yeah, Tom and Jerry. That's what people know most.
For kids, but I focus on like what's animation is general for everyone. But there's lots of 2D from different countries. Basically drawing. Yeah.
Thank you for that brief explanation. So I understand 2D animation is just breaking out in our country, Uganda. So what really influenced you, or what inspired you to become a 2D
2D animator.
Or to make it your career?
Well, I was looking for something to pour my life into, something worth it, so that like by the end of a long period, like deathbed and stuff, I look back and yes, I devoted myself to this, and this is what I put out. Leave something behind. So what I really like about 2D is the process of creating it. It's like getting one moment in time and like recreating it to exist. I don't know, exist probably like a thought.
Bring like a thought to life.
Yeah, bringing thoughts to life. It's so much fun. I can say fun, but it's a lot of work. But by the time it moves, it's worth it. Yeah.
So yeah, I now begin to see why you made it your career. It's very good and you like it more.
Yeah.
So what does it take to be a 2D animator?
And not much. A passion. I mean, you have to like it because it's a very tiresome process. It's very labor intensive. Like it takes a lot of brain energy to like imagine something and pull it off, make it move, make it communicate. There's also like story to it. There's a lot to it.
So for someone to become
a 2D
animator,
they
need to use their brains and
yes,
put their minds to work.
And they have to really like it.
Okay, that's very good.
That is all.
Okay. So, how funny. What are the mistakes you think you have done in your career of a visual artist and 2D animation that you think?
Listening to my lesser self, like actually listening, giving into the fear of not like doing what I want to do. Probably like just because it's a very very difficult dream to go for. So sometimes you end up thinking a lot in your head, and then you end up like being passive, since you have no help from anywhere and you're teaching it to yourself, but you have to overcome it. So the biggest mistake I've made is sometimes giving into that fear and not actually doing what I want to do, like fully. Yeah, and I think another mistake is self-sabotage. Yeah, you know what that is, right?
Me, I know, but the audience needs to know more.
Yeah, but there's Google. Okay, self-sabotage is the kind of that chaos thing that comes in when you have a very difficult task you want to fulfill, something you promise yourself to do. So you end up usually doing things so that you have an excuse of not doing what you have to do. Yeah, so that is a very huge mistake, but I'm working against it. Yeah, so right now I'm kind of winning as of late. Yeah, my better self is winning.
That's good. So what best advice can you give to someone new who wants to start or venture into the visual artist and 2D animation, and how can they overcome or how can they prevent those mistakes?
Well, it depends on what their problem is, but I think you have to like set a goal, make a plan, get a routine that works for you, and you have to keep working at it like every day. So it's like a journey. Like when you're walking, probably back home. Let's say you're from school, and it's a very long distance. It requires a lot of effort. So when you miss a day, you're like spending more time to get to where you want to go. So you have to keep walking every day, like what you set yourself to do, and you do it, and it's very hard. It can manifest itself in ways that are really ugly, but you have to keep like focused on your goal, and keep moving every day.
So basically, you're trying to tell the viewer that your advice you're giving them is to have like some drawn up plan, or then they should always make sure they follow
the plan.
Okay.
Through and through until the end. Achieve that, then set another one. Just go, keep going.
Yes. So for a skill so rare like this, which is visual artist and 2D animation, how can an individual who is interested in 2D animation market themselves?
To put your 2D animation into the market, to me, I think you have to create something that speaks to people. I think that's the most important thing. That way people can relate with you and come back for more. I think you can also use content that's been like, you can binge watch it. So it's like a continuous thing, like a story sort of, and story is very important. Branding, I say branding is important. And working with people, like different kinds of people. That makes the process easier, and like you get more skills and knowledge of how to approach it.
Yes. Moving forward, I understand, like you had said before, 2D animation takes a lot of time for you to really come up with what you're trying to make sure that you put out for people. What motivates you to keep going as a 2D animator?
What motivates me as a 2D animator is my passion for it. Plus, I plan on being great. Like actually plan on being great. I want to live forever. Okay, I want my work to live forever. So what really pushes me to do that is I have to put out enough work, and I have to speak to enough people. It doesn't have to be everyone, but I have to express myself, get there. Plus that end result, when you look at it after the months of work or weeks of work, and you see it move and it actually makes sense, that feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment when it comes to life and is really like a high for people. Plus me too. It's something I can't explain really.
Yeah, I believe everyone has.
It's like having a purpose,
really
like something you've put out.
Yeah, in different careers, everyone has something that motivates them to keep
plus
going.
I like the way people interpret it in different ways, based on their worldview. Yeah, I like that, and I also like exploring life. Like, since what you're doing is like imaginative and stuff, you end up with an entirely different thought process, because you have to direct a world and have it move a certain way for certain results, but it has to be organic, so you have to put real life into it, experiences. So living that way really motivates me, because I feel like I'm growing every day. I'm getting better at it, and I really want it to be a big thing. Like African animation, the way the Japanese have their stuff, Japanese animation, anime. Americans have their stuff. Want this to be like African or Ugandan animation. Like, stuff is from Uganda. It's a very well told story, something like that. Yeah.
I have had a lot of artists like you talk about the creator's block. So explain to the audience, most artists who are into the same industry, they say it's a big thing that they're suffering from. So tell us, what is a creator's block?
Creator's block is a period when it's very, very, very hard to do something you want to do, like an art piece or something. It's usually due to probably fear and procrastination is kind of like a manifestation of fear. Creator's block can be combated by becoming professional, like looking at it as like a thing you have to do, like every day, bits of it every day. So you have to show up, like work every day. Because the hardest thing to do for anyone, or usually everyone, is sitting down to like work on something you're really scared to accomplish. Sitting down and putting in the work, it's very hard. But once you sit down and get going, creator's block kind of just
disappears.
Yeah, it disappears. Like just get into the workflow, and you have to fight it every day, because it's like going to war every day. Once you sleep, it's like a reset button. So you have to like wake up in the morning, motivate yourself, get in, just sit down, then you go like autopilot after some time, like a couple of hours, and you sit down and work, and then you repeat that following day. It's misery. It's very depressing, but you still have to do it. Yeah, but the end result is worth it.
Like it's your career, so you know you have to wake up every morning and
Yeah.
go and work.
Yeah, you have to earn too. Yeah, because you're living through art.
Block is the fear of.
Yeah, it's a manifestation of fear. Because usually the ideas are everywhere. They just come into your head. But when you don't sit down, you don't put anything out. When you don't work, yeah.
Okay. So, Ufbani, what resources are there that you can share with the audience? What resources are there into the visual artist and the 2D animation that are there and you'd like to share with the audience that they can refer to when they venture into the same industry as you are doing?
Resources?
Yes, like books or
quite a bunch of books. There's 5 C's of Cinematography. There's Story Writing 101. There's Framed Perspective, Framed Ink, books about how to approach scenes and draw them well, perspective, so that it's understandable, and flaws like the way to compose a scene so that it communicates immediately you see it. There are lots of YouTube guides, like people in the industry doing animation. A lot of information there. Plus, you have to really listen to yourself, what you want to do, so that you can put out something you're proud of and something that speaks to you too, but to the people as well.
understand it.
Yeah. Resources. That's pretty much it.
Okay, that's a very wide area.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Alright, yes. And people, when they get to those that you've mentioned, they will dig more and can still use the internet.
It doesn't end. You keep learning. Yeah, plus you need to read a lot of books. You have to have a lot of information to avoid creator's block. A lot of information. So you get ideas from everywhere, just combine them, create something, put it out there. People understand it, relate with it, probably. They go along with it, believe it.
Thank you for that. So tell me, what are you working on right now, or what are your future plans as a 2D animator?
There's that part of the Oscars,
Okay.
acceptance. The Oscars is a category for like a short animated film. Eh? Yeah, I really want that. So I'm currently working on it. Get there, yeah. Keep, yeah. So the way I'm doing it is doing it project by project, learning, doing my best with every project. Make sure I improve, and in a couple of years, I will. Definitely will.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I will.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for that. So thank you for that. And so, Mr. Benji, where can people find your body of work?
People that want to find out more about my work and are interested in seeing more or need my services can go to any social media site. It's a very good place to share work, community of artists and stuff. You can search for Wolf Bunny.
Please spell that one to the people.
Wolf Bunny is WOOO, like 3 O's, FBUNNY. Wolf Bunny, yeah. It's a simple phrase with not much meaning to it, or if there's a meaning, I'm not telling it right now. But it's the tag under I do most of my work. Even with clients, I use Wolf Bunny. So you can go there, search, talk to me. You can find my information there.
Is it the only one you have?
Yeah, Wolf Bunny. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook. I'm working on a YouTube page, putting more content there so that I keep it coming on a regular basis. Working on a website too. It's still under construction. It's going to come out too. Yeah.
So, Mr. Wolf Bunny, do you have anything that I've not asked you, or you feel you have not talked about and you feel the audience needs to know? Anything you feel like sharing, of course.
I think I've said everything.
Okay.
I have to say right now anyway.
Okay, so Mr. Benj, it was nice having you on the show, creator to creator. Thank you for sharing those vital informations that you needed our people to get to know. And this brings us to the end of our show, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
This is the end of our show today, and as always, like, share, subscribe, and keep it locked on Reminac TV for more exciting episodes of the Creator to Creator Talk Show. Thank you.